right. So what's in a name? And I'm going to cover this from two perspectives. One is some perspectives on the word annuity. And then secondly, what do we call this category of income options? So first, some participant perspective. The statements on the left side, I'll start with the first two. There's high interest in income options that create pension-like income. So the first one shows that more than 3 in 5 participants are highly interested in an option that pensionizes their retirement savings. Similarly, they would be comfortable if their employer directed the employer contributions to a guaranteed lifetime income solution, regardless of how the participant directed theirs. This is a question we added in 2 years ago and then repeated last year, and it tested well both years. One of the nice things about this option here is it takes the participant out of the sales cycle, right? You need to convince maybe the plan advisor and the plan sponsor. But once the sponsor has selected a GLI option to allocate their contributions towards, the participants will automatically start getting mailbox money, as Lisa referred to, when they retire, depending on how that option is set up. At the bottom, though, is some less encouraging news, where nearly half of participants agree that the reputation of annuities makes them reluctant to consider retirement income options in their retirement plan. What's interesting is that in the focus groups on the right here, the reaction to the word annuities was very neutral, if not somewhat positive. We didn't hear a lot of negative language around annuities, where we had, particularly in the first year of this study back in 2021, and we're seeing less and less of that. So it could be the the luck of the draw, or maybe we're starting to see attitudes shifting more favorably towards annuities in these plans and what they can do, because people really like guaranteed lifetime income and they want it. That's a very clear theme that is throughout this program. Next, I want to show some plan sponsor perspectives. And here there's I'm going to say there's negative news, good news, and some encouraging news. Starting with the negative, we'll look at the top 2 bars. And these top 2 bars were asked in one question, and the bottom 2 bars in a different question in the survey. And that distinction is important, as you'll see in a moment. So first, while we saw in the previous slide, almost half of participants thought the reputation of annuities could be problematic for them. Well, 2/3 of sponsors believe that to be the case for participants. So perhaps they're overestimating the impact of the word annuities, but that sentiment exists. What's a little bit troubling, and this gets back to a theme we didn't really cover today, which has to do with plan sponsors really not knowing much about this category at all. It's a big theme. But in this first statement, they say that options will be more, with guaranteed lifetime income, will be more appealing if we don't use the word annuity, right? 71% said that. And then in a separate question, nearly as many said solution providers should call these annuities instead of retirement income options. Now, they're going to contradict that again 2 slides from now. But more to the positive, annuities are an effective way to help employees replace their paycheck in retirement. So they see the value of what annuities can do.